The liver is one of the most forgiving organs in the body. It can lose up to 75% of its function and still keep working. That resilience is exactly why liver failure is so dangerous. By the time symptoms show up clearly, significant damage has often already occurred. Knowing the early warning signs can make the difference between catching a problem while it's still manageable and discovering it too late. Let's start with fatigue, one of the earliest and most overlooked signs. When the liver struggles to filter toxins and process nutrients properly, waste products build up in the bloodstream, leaving you feeling persistently drained, even after adequate sleep. Because fatigue is such a common, non-specific symptom, it's easy to blame on stress, age, or poor sleep, which is exactly why it often gets dismissed until other signs appear alongside it. Jaundice is the sign most people associate with liver problems, and for good reason. It's caused by a buildup of bilirubin, a yellow pigment normally processed and cleared by the liver. When the liver can't keep up, bilirubin accumulates in the blood, causing yellowing of the skin and, most noticeably, the whites of the eyes. Dark urine and pale clay-colored stools often accompany jaundice, since bilirubin, that would normally be excreted through stool, instead builds up elsewhere. Abdominal swelling is another important sign, particularly a condition called ascites, where fluid accumulates in the abdominal cavity due to increased pressure in the liver's blood vessels combined with the liver's reduced ability to produce proteins that keep fluid balanced in the bloodstream. This can cause noticeable bloating or a feeling of fullness that doesn't relate to eating. Easy bruising and bleeding are signs people rarely connect to the liver, but the liver produces most of the proteins responsible for blood clotting. When liver function declines, clotting becomes less efficient, leading to bruises that appear with minimal impact, nosebleeds, or bleeding gums that take longer than normal to stop. Swelling in the legs and ankles, known as edema, often develops alongside abdominal fluid buildup for similar reasons. Reduced protein production and increased pressure in the body's circulatory system related to liver function. Confusion, difficulty concentrating, or noticeable personality changes can signal a serious complication called hepatic encephalopathy, where toxins that the liver would normally filter, particularly ammonia, build up and begin affecting brain function. This can range from mild forgetfulness to significant disorientation, and, in advanced cases, can be a medical emergency. Other signs include persistent nausea, loss of appetite, unexplained weight loss, itchy skin caused by bile salt buildup, and a sweet or musty breath odor, sometimes linked to advanced liver dysfunction. None of these signs alone confirm liver failure, and several overlap with far more common, less serious conditions. But if you notice several of them together, especially jaundice, abdominal swelling, or confusion, that combination warrants prompt medical evaluation rather than a wait-and-see approach. This is general health information, not a diagnosis. If you or someone you know is experiencing these symptoms, please see a doctor for a proper evaluation.